Hello everyone, how are you today? Okay, I hope you are feeling happy today. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Yulia Sulistyaningtyas, and you can call me Yulia. Okay, so now in this video, I would like to talk about the most interesting topic to be discussed, which is beauty standards. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so when we talk beauty standards, what we are actually often referring to is the feminine beauty ideal. This is a socially constructed notion that a woman's physical appearance is one of her most important assets and it's something that all women should strive to achieve and maintain. And then they determine what is beautiful from body shape to facial proportion to height and weight. And I think it's not new. It's not new. And it's been around thinking historically. For example, think about Burmese women and their neck rings. Think about Chinese women and their foot binding. And then think about European women and their corsets. All of these were just trends of the times, and then sometimes it's still perpetrated to reach that beauty ideal that I'm talking about that's all focused on women's appearance. So we need to ask a questions. So what is actually beauty standards? Is the beauty standards a fact of nature? Is the beauty standards a mechanism for our country to profit of women? Is the beauty standards a byproduct of the new technological era? Okay, so while there are so many possible answers to these questions, I believe that while the overarching social construct of beauty has stemmed from evolutions, many other social aspects have influenced it over time. Okay, so as we learn from the scientific piece, the attraction has been an evolutionary mechanism by which humans could choose partners to mate with. So it is clear that attraction or attractiveness is an age-old concept. However, this concept has been exploited by many different groups to harness the power in their societies. Westerners brought their beauty standards to other countries and gained social power in this way. By convincing other races that they were less attractive than white people, they managed to gain social capital amongst their members. White supremacy managed to creep into the everlasting concept of beauty. And then, as capitalism became increasingly prevalent in most societies, people started to exploit beauty standards to profit from the insecurity. From skin lightening creams to diet pills to corsets and so many different forms of beauty standards have been turned into a product. And this caused beauty standards and this caused a beauty advertisements to perpetuate beauty standards to convince buyers that the product will genuinely improve their quality of life. And social media came into play here. What is profitable on social media is determined by capitalism. The main purpose of social media is to sell products and boost the economy. Thus, the influencers started utilizing plastic surgery and Photoshop as means of making themselves and their bodies more profitable. Okay, so there's some disagreement as to whether beauty standards are natural, scientific, biological, or whether they are cultural and trend. So, the people that argue that they are natural and biological will argue that it just evolves naturally over time. And then there's the argument that beauty ideals are more of a social construct that change over time with trends, just like fashion does. Argument and then that is perpetrated by culture, by media, and then the argument is that it's perpetrated for many reasons for them, being economic incentives, for example. The beauty industry is going to sell more anti-aging products because if there is a universal belief that aging and wrinkles are bad, if beauty standards were different across cultures and just based on what that culture does, and then you would not be able to sell your beauty products or your fashion products to everybody. Okay, and then so they need one uniform standards of beauty so that they can mass market all of the products and mass market to the specific beauty ideals because that makes it a lot of easier to make money. In the University of Attractiveness Judgment section of the paper, the author argues that across culture and within cultures, most people agree on who is objectively attractive. And interesting is in that there's absolutely no mention of skin tones or other indicators of race. The reason I think this would be important to consider is that the effects of Western colonialism are extreme on beauty standards across the world, yet nothing was mentioned about the subjects in the entire paper. So, in the makeup and cosmetic sections, however, the text does state that by lightening skin complexions, cosmetics are used to counter the signs of aging. It also suggests that eye makeup helps make women's eyes look bigger, which increases their perceived attractiveness. Okay, and then I'll say this and I will say it again that these beauty standards are not absolute and these beauty standards are not fixed. Social media is just the latest form of media, and arguably, it's probably the most invasive form that there has been to date. It is the most consuming form that there has been to date, but it's not new once upon a time. And then the article titled Opinions Stop Paying Attention to Social Media's Beauty Standards in the Crimson White suggested that trends change, but long term self love is what really lasts. The ideal body and the ideal appearance are a trend, even if evolutionary scientists think otherwise. From the 19th beauty trend of taller, more slender women to the 2010s fad of curvier, shorter women, the beauty standard is constantly fluctuating, which is why it is even harder to attain. Okay, so you might have to get a glimpse of celebrities. Here's and there and the difference with social media is that now it's right in your lap. It's probably something that you consume more than anything else. It could be the biggest influence in your life. And so I understand the difference, but it's definitely not new. What is pretty new is the data that they have on us and the way that these advertisers are using this ideal beauty standard to sell their products to you. The difference is that social media have direct access to you and they have a very unique specific profile of you and they know exactly how to target you. And they know that you are feeling a way about your waist and wondering if it needs to be a bit more snatched. Not because you said it, but because of the patterns of behavior and the things that you are doing on your phone, so whilst they can't serve you and are directing you to the nearest surgery to get a BBL. And then what they can do is drop a model with your body type in there. What they can do is target you with an ad for intermittent fasting diets. What they can do is drop filters on you to make you feel good about posting a story with a filter. And it's a bit different to how it used to be. So yeah, it's invasive and it's intense, but again, it is not real. Some of this beauty is my intention to be found attractive because no shame, no shame. So everybody has desire to be found attractive. No matter how much a beauty product is advertised as a way for an individual to gain power over their self image, the truth of the matter is that beauty companies rely on the insecurities of the consumer base. So, if everyone was genuinely comfortable in their appearance, they would have no reason to purchase makeup, diet products, hair products, and more. So, in conclusion, beauty standards are a very complex social process that is perpetuated through many forms of social status. While scientists may argue that evolution has caused beauty standards, many other aspects of society have impacted the ideal appearance. So many other aspects of society that impacts of the ideal appearance. So ranging from racism to capitalism to media, beauty has become a way for a people to lose agency in a social system. Even while beauty products are marketed as individualism, they really are not and are mainly profitable to those with capital or social power. Beauty is a weird valley between effect of science and social construct, which is why abolishing the concept is extremely difficult and or even impossible. Okay, so my advice on how to read this beauty standard wave in a way that's healthy but also realistic. Everybody's beautiful. Everyone should have their own individual preference. And then you'll be good because there will be someone for everyone, but we are being realistic. So I think a way to think to approach it in a way that's healthy but also very realistic to the world that we live in. and the human beings that we are to focus on you before you even pay your mind over to beauty standards. Focus on your fixing yourself. Focus on what works for you, what you know works for you. Focus on what you think is pretty, what you think is cool, combine, and then combine that together to make the best version of yourself, and keep working at that. And then what will happen, hopefully, is that your confidence will grow and it will extend to the point where other people are convinced and believe that you are who you betray to yourself to be. And of course, in being confident and being the best version of themselves, they are also taking care of themselves. And I know that's a very oversimplified solution, and maybe it's not even a solution at all. I'm just one person and also understand that saying to be confident in a world that essentially doesn't want you to be confident because how do you sell to a confident person? And understand that is a difficult. So anyone that's watching this video, so at the end of the day, we have to really love our body and appreciate the things that our body does for us. Show your body love the same way you show other people. We need to understand that our bodies are doing their job and the least we could do is look after them. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for your watch. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like it and enjoy it. And thank you, and see you next time.